Congregational Mosque of Amman. Pattern of development between 635 and 2020. Story number 10, it was mid-September 1918 when they decided. Part 1 of 3, the first chapter of the story camping inside Amman in 1918. Amman during the First World War 1914 to 1918. The Citadel of Amman. The Stream of Amman. Roman Theatre. At Amman, the Turkish army had 4,000 infantry in well-constructed defenses dug in along the heights, looking down on the division. Amman in March 1918. Supported by 15 artillery pieces and machine guns, the New Zealand Mounted Rifles Brigade to the right were to cross the Wadi Amman and assault the hills between Amman and the railway station. Chater decided to order a night attack, and at 2 o'clock on 30th of March, the division attacked and had some success, but 8 hours later, by 10 o'clock it was clear the attack would not succeed. But it was not until 4 hours later, soon after 2 o'clock in the afternoon, it was decided to call off the battle and return to the Jordan Valley. It would be September 1918 before the area was captured in a major offensive east of the Jordan, when the New Zealand Brigade in the Second Battle of Amman crossed the Wadi Amman and captured the citadel and the railway station. The New Zealand Brigade camped inside Amman for the night in this location. It was September 25, 1918 when the New Zealand Brigade camped inside Amman in this location. Second Light Horse Brigade commanded by Major General Sir Granville Ryrie. Ground. Tree. Wall. This wall is part of Amman village texture and form in 1921. This 1920 village did not exist 40 years ago. As this 1875 picture explains the settings of Amman. A nymphum and a wall. About 100 years before the end of First World War in 1918, several non-Arab travelers and researchers visited Amman. The Foundations for Archaeological History of Amman was created by the work of the German traveler Ulrich Jasper Seetzen as early as 1806, when he passed by its ruins. Their initial object was to carry out surveys of the topography and ethnography of Ottoman Levant, of course with a remit that fell somewhere between an expeditionary survey and military intelligence gathering. In 1907 a good map of Amman was published by the Princeton Archaeological Expedition to Syria, based on Claude R. Condor's findings during his expedition to Amman in 1881. Our concern in this story is this part of the plan. Where the wall was identified as the front elevation of the Congregational Mosque of Amman. Front elevation of the Congregational Mosque of Amman. Congregational Mosque of Amman. The ground, the tree, and the wall. The ground was the location of a mosque built in 635. The wall was the north elevation of a mosque built in 1356. The tree was planted in the courtyard of a simple structure prayer hall built by the New Cabarte settlers in 1888. Amari Mosque as of 1888. The wall after Butler 1913 to 1919. The ground and the wall are part of the Congregational Mosque. Mosque designated area. Wall front elevation. Back in time, the story of the ground, the tree, and the wall begins in 630 AD. The roots of the Congregational Mosque of Amman.
Please like, subscribe,